Hi everyone, Natasha here. Welcome to Natasha's Healthy Living, where we are nurturing wellness naturally. One of the ways I like to do that is by using a paper planner to help me slow down, take a break from screens and the digital world, and be a little more mindful as I plan ahead and work through my to-do list each day. So if you want to join along with me, I'm going to be using my paper planner here from Jane's Agenda and setting up the rest of my March pages and planning ahead a little bit for the month of March. So you can grab your planner if you need to do something similar, or grab that load of laundry that you need to fold and put away, or maybe clean out a desk drawer, or if you're also like me, grab those tax documents that you need to get in order and put together so that you can take them to your accountant and get your taxes filed. So whatever it is you're working on, grab something cozy to drink. Stay tuned. We're going to sit up here in my office and work together, and welcome to my office. Welcome back to my home. I'm so glad you're joining me today. So as I mentioned, I have my Jane's Agenda paper planner. This is a classic size planner, so it's the 7 by 9 1/4, something roughly like that. I have the gold 1.5 inch discs from Jane's Agenda. This is the shell cover from Jane's Agenda, and lots of inserts and decorative items and dividers and all kinds of things on the inside as well from Jane's Agenda. And of course, I am a Jane's Agenda affiliate because I love it so much. So you can find all of my affiliate links down in the description box below. I'm also linking some of the information about Jordan Essentials. This is another way that I like to be a little more mindful and stay just simple, work on wellness and health around our home. So I use Jordan Essentials. It gets confusing because there's a lot of J's. For all of my bath and body products around our home, my cleaning supplies, it's just my one-stop go-to place for everything that I need. I know that it's going to be healthy, botanically based ingredients, made in Missouri, non-toxic, all the good stuff. There's lots of magnesium and wellness products, and I'll have that shopping link down below also in case you want to check that out. So we have some of the decorative items I set up last week in my video, and of course the cover and the cardstock dashboard from the March Deluxe Subscription Box. Now let's go ahead and turn to February. So last week I sort of cleaned things out, took out my plastic divider for February. I'm going to go ahead and start taking some of these other things out as well. Just checking on my notes there. I think this is, yeah, we're here. We have the movie night at school tonight. Everyone's excited and looking forward to that. And tomorrow we're going to turn the page and start a new month. So these are, this is how it's going on my to-do list. Let's see, is there anything I can check off? Because I haven't looked at this in the last several days. Probably not a ton. I did make some progress on some smaller projects, but I don't think I got those written on here, so it's okay. I'm going to probably just transfer a lot of those things forward into March. I don't have a lot of new things I want to add to my March list, so it's just going to be a continuation of working on that. We'll take out my personal page, and this has my habit tracker, no, my gratitude. So I need to do the last week of February. This was our first full week of school for my daughter. And yeah, prior to this week, I had looked at the calendar, and between snow days and her getting the flu, she was in school 6 days the month of February up until this past Monday. So it's been one of those months. I'm sure a lot of you have experienced the same types of things. So these are my weekly trackers. Here's my habit tracker. So this has been updated up through last weekend, so I need to go in and update that as well. I've been making some progress on things, and I just need to do a little bit more of the review if I want to. I basically have it pretty well filled out. It's just going to be, I want to take a look at one more thing in there. All right, so then these are my weekly spreads. These are all going to come out as well. This was no, this was a couple weeks ago. I think I had left this in there to transfer over some of my tasks. And here we go, February. This was this week, and what I have found has been happening a lot is the days that I work from home, I tend to need a daily page like this where I really use a lot of detail. And as you can see, I've got, you know, stickers to decorate, which is something that just makes it a little more fun for me to open my planner, makes me want to use it more. And I'm trying to do a little bit of time tracking to just see how I'm using my days when I'm working from home, and it's kind of just up to me. And then here we are, this is Friday. I didn't do the time tracker today. There wasn't as much of an, I didn't have any appointments, number one, and then I didn't feel like there was as much of a need for that. So I might put this back in my planner once I'm all done, but for right now, I just really wanted to take out these. So this is one extra daily planning page, which could potentially go back in for the weekend if I wanted to. But here we are to March, so I'm gonna just pull my page finder out, and I've got my plastic divider. I put this cardstock in, which I think is beautiful. That's from the Cover Club. And then this is basically what I want to work on getting finalized. And then I have that home refresh section in here. And then we go into my monthly planning pages at the back here. So I know for sure, okay, so my weekly page from, do I want to stick that back in there? I don't think I need to worry about it. The weekly page for this weekend, I don't have a ton of things going on, so let's go here and drop my page finder in there. And then this extra daily page we'll just stick in here, and if I don't need it, I'll move it to the end. And I might, for now, drop this page in here so that when I open my page finder, it's going to bring me to today. And then, like I mentioned, I can use the other daily page if I need to for the weekend. So then what we're going to do is take this out. And so if you are kind of new here, you could go back and watch, I think it was like my planner setup videos at the beginning of the year. And one of the things I did was I'm trying to use up some of my stash. So I'm using up different daily or different monthly spreads that I had on hand from various things. And that means I had to redate some, or some of them the dates were fine, but I had to change where was Sunday versus Monday because I prefer Sunday start. And if I did that, then the dates lined up. So I have like all these different versions of a monthly. A lot of them are Jane's Agenda. The first couple of ones I've used this year were from Happy Planner. I will say it's been nice to switch to my Jane's Agenda ones for March, just to have, I don't know, a little cleaner look. I do like the Jane's Agenda designs overall. So we're gonna set this aside for a minute. And I'm doing just a black and white theme overall, black, white, and gray for the month of March. And because this is needing my days of the week labels at the top, plus I need it to be labeled March, I grabbed again from my stash because I'm trying to use things up. So I used to get the Boho Berry subscription box. So shout out if you are a longtime fan of Boho Berry, or if you got the Boho Berry sub box. I sometimes miss watching her videos. They were always enjoyable, which I think she still has her channel up, so I could always go back. But let's see, where did I see? This is my DIY sticker planner that I made a few years ago. So this is what I was looking for. I have some monthly labels and number labels. I don't really need those, but I don't like these big lowercase fonts as much, so I think I'm going to go with this one. And what's kind of nice is because these are on a white sticker paper, I'm trying to decide, do I want to just put it in the corner, and which one do I want to use? Anyway, I can highlight over the paper and it'll cover up where I have used whiteout on my page, which will be kind of nice. Let's do, I think I'm going to do this cursive font, but before I stick it down, I'm going to grab my, this is a Tombow. It's the gray, I want to say it was like N29. Obviously it's worn off, but It was the light gray that was a little more of a warm gray. So I'm just gonna go over it a little bit and give it that kind of gray wash because my marker's running out of juice too, but that's okay. And I'll probably grab my tweezers because that helps for things like putting down stickers. And I'm gonna go just above, well, it's almost straight, close enough. All right, then I need to do my days of the week, and I just noticed I covered up where that was gonna go. Well, let's see if I could switch it to, do I wanna put it over there? I might be able to if this comes off fairly easily. Okay, that works for me. So let's do it over here. That way I can keep my days of the week labeled. Now, the only thing is, I haven't come across any good days of the week stickers that I have. The only thing I found was I do have this, and I think this might be an Erin Condren roll, which I think this could work. So let me just grab a little more white out. And my scissors, because of course I took off just a little here. Let's just do this to keep it simple. And sometimes I'll go through and highlight in one of my colors for the color scheme on that top row, but because these, oh, I just noticed these are perforated. I'm not sure I remembered that. Because these, I would be going over whiteout, I don't think it's gonna show up as well. Let's see. Oh, that tears pretty easily. Okay, nice. Well, that makes this job easier. So we're just gonna go in the center and butt this right up to that top line and just eyeball it and do the best I can. I'm sure it'll be fine. Basically just need it to help me know where I am with things. I'll have to remember that. I don't often need days of the week labels, but these are pretty handy. Having that perforation makes it easier. Okay. Yeah, so we have been enjoying the sunshine. It's been so nice. I feel like everybody I've talked to has had a really long, hard week. And so I think everyone needed, I lost my spot here, Friday. Everyone needed this round of sunshine. Well, there, that Friday, there it is. And it's supposed to cool off this weekend back into the 40s and 50s, which is a little more of our typical spring weather. Obviously, I haven't used these in a long time. They're really stuck down. But that's okay. Just getting the snow melted and above freezing feels really good. We were in some cold days there for a while. All right, and Saturday, okay. Then I wanted to do a little bit of highlighting. So I'm going to use that same Tombow and just go across the date, which helps my eye kind of differentiate each date. Sorry, I hope that bracelet isn't annoying, but I'm enjoying this. This is the Trades of Hope collaboration that Jordan Essentials did, starting with this new catalog in February. So when you purchase this, it comes with an essential oil. So I have lemon and peppermint on there, and it helps women in the Dominican Republic and goes to this good cause. So it's nice to be able to get something like that that's twofold on the benefits. Okay, so there's that. Do I want to outline? I might do that. Let's see if my Tombow marker here will have enough juice to outline here. been so long since I've used the Tombow markers, I can't remember how well. I don't know. You can, I guess it does give it a little more oomph. I don't know if it's worth doing, but now that I've started, we'll go through and do it. Yeah, I think it gives it a little something without making it too hard to read. That's always the fine line, I think, when you're doing these outlines. I don't know why that turned pink. Oh, I wonder if it's on my ruler. Let me give my ruler a quick clean here. Always forget to do that after I've used it. Oh well. Yep, the people out on motorcycles are loving this weather too. That. I think I'm going to try to underline up here. Let's see if that makes any difference. It does. Kind of gives it a little, makes that line weight seem a little heavier. Okay. I'll go through and do my horizontal lines here. I do think my marker's starting to dry up a little bit, so I don't know how well these are all going to show up, but we'll give it a go. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of curious to see how March goes. It seems like January and February felt immensely long and difficult. Mostly just because we had so many severe cold and snow days and kind of threw everything off. And sickness too, you know, the flu's going around, that kind of thing. But just think everybody's ready to get a refresh here with some spring weather and kind of a clean slate starting fresh in March. Okay, I think that's good enough. I don't know if it really helped at the end there, but it makes it feel like I did a little more decorating. So then I have my notes I've already added with my to-do list. So this version of a monthly has lines on that side, so that's useful, and lines on that side. So I can go through, I might have to do that off camera and just think about what I'm putting on the front and the back of this monthly. One other thing I do want to do is label down here. So this is April, right? March ends on Monday, so this is April. So I might use, I think I'll use one of these little stickers here. This looks good. Kind of want it to be fairly substantial. Let me look one more time though. Ooh, this is pretty though. How big? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I want it to be easy enough to read, but I don't want it to be too prominent down here, just enough to tell me what I'm looking at. Maybe I'll use this column to help me center and line it up. There. Okay, so now that's my basic monthly. I have my days of the week laid out, which is what was missing, and I've done a little bit of decorating. I might go back and do more. So now, what was the other thing I wanted to do? Let's look at this back in my planner and see. Go ahead and pop these pages back. Oh, I know what it was. Hang on, I remembered. It came to me. So I was going to look at my empty boxes here So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I like to use those. This is the other gray highlighter I was going to use potentially. So I like to use those empty boxes to label the Jordan Essentials specials. And I think I'm going to use my 0.07 friction pen. Ooh, actually, on second thought, maybe I'll use, do I want to use my gray? I can't remember how well I can see the gray. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So I have two options for the friction pen in gray. And I lost my little scrap piece of paper. I'll just go in here. This will be fine. Okay, so this one, well, that's fairly easy to read, and that's a finer tip. This one, it seems like when I was using it, wasn't working as well, but I think they're both working fine. All right, well, how about one's just a tiny bit darker than the other, I think, a little bit different shade of gray. So I'm gonna stick with this one and do, if I do my customer special, Joyful Jordan box, host special, and join special up here. And then that leaves two boxes that I could use for something else there. I think that sounds good. I'm trying to decide if there's anywhere else I want to put that. So let's do that. We're gonna say customer. See how well I eyeball this. Customer special and Joyful Jordan box. I don't think that's going to fit on one line. Okay, and host special. And join special. And I think I know what all of these are, so I'm going to go ahead and write those in since you're technically seeing this video on the 1st, so it's not going to be a secret anymore. So the join special is our nail repair serum, which is one of my favorite products. So you get that as a bonus item with your kit. The host special, ooh, I have to remember that one. I might have to look that one up. Joyful Jordan box is an exclusive Helio rollerball. And uplift stick. Getting my brain working here. I should remember all of these. And the, what was the other thing? Oh, a 1 ounce Copa spray, 1 ounce Copa Calm spray. I'm just gonna say Copa spray because I'll know what that means. Oh, and 1 ounce, I forgot the ounce. Thank goodness for the erasable friction pens. So 1 ounce Copa spray. The host special is a clear bag, and I'm trying to remember what's in the picture that goes in it. I'll have to look it up. Customer special is our sleep stick, which just won the award for the coolest product to come out of the Ozarks, because Nixa, Missouri, where it's made, is in the Ozarks. So that's pretty fun. Okay, so all I have to do is look up that one, but that's one of the other things I wanted to do. And now that I'm remembering it, I also think I want to highlight with a little bit heavier line. And before I go highlighting, let's see, how does this match? It's much darker. Do I want to, I think I do. I think I want to highlight like my monthly box itself. So I'm going to go like this down to the corner. And across the bottom. And then at the top, I'm just going to do the skinny line here, but just something to help me remember that those 2 days are not part of March. There, I like that. We'll do the same on this one. Continue this heavy line here, and I'm gonna angle it this way. Whoop. Okay, and at the top we'll do the skinny line across here. There, now it's kind of getting a little more dimension, looking a little more finished. I think that's enough for now. I might come back with some stickers at some point and kind of decorate, but that gives me a better picture of the month. So now we can pop this back in. Feels good to have February out and be looking ahead at March. And then, do I want to double check? I have my work schedule on here. I have my daughter's gymnastics on here. I have spring break on here. And I think that's some of the, and my chamber meeting. Those are kind of my reoccurring things. I have trash and recycling. So yeah, I think that's a lot of the major stuff that I would normally set up. So let's go ahead and set up this first week while we're here too. And that way this weekend I might work on some of the other additional pages, like the overall monthly planning pages, but it helps me feel like I'm a little more organized for the week when I at least have these monthly or these weekly pages set up for the next week or two. And I am gonna take a highlighter. I think I'll stick with this lighter one and do a couple things. So I'm gonna highlight across the top. I'm not gonna use my ruler because it's fine. It's definitely running out of juice though. But that's okay. I kind of like how that looks in the end. It's a softer line. Okay, and then I'm also gonna highlight daylight saving time starts there. And then I like to highlight what week we're in. So this is for the week of March 3rd through the 9th. And then I'll go through and highlight projects and priorities. If I can. Let's see, this could be tricky. I'm debating on whether I should just switch to a different marker, but I like having all the same shade of gray. Let me start at the bottom maybe and work my way up and see if I can get a little more coverage, or I might have to let my marker rest and come back if it's just not working. I think I'm getting it though. Okay, and this last one is to buy, and I always write in errands as well because it's a good place. I like to have somewhere on my weekly where I can note any errands I have to run so that when I'm out running errands I know right where to look to find that information. And I think we'll just write that in with my 07. Okay, so that part is set up. Now let's get my events and schedule in. So the 3rd, I'm just looking ahead to, I remembered something that we had scheduled, my friend Sarah and I, so I'll have to touch base with her about that. So I have it down as 10 a.m., but I'm pretty sure when the time changed, it switched to 9 a.m. So the master plan 365, this is going to be the last month for that because it started in April last year, which was kind of wild. And then at noon, I will have my leader live, so all of the directors and higher in the Jordan Essentials world, we have a kind of a team meeting at noon on Facebook. And then I need to confirm it with my friend Sarah, but we were talking about doing kind of a team office hours on the first Monday of each month, where she and I will be on Zoom, and she and I can work together if we need to, but also anybody from our team, because she's actually technically under me, so she's got people under her, I have the bigger group under me, so we can all be there, and if anyone needs to hop on with questions, they can. All right, then Tuesday I work for Stephanie, so that is my accounting job. And this week I actually want to write in, just reminded myself, so now that we are in the midst of tax season, I'm going to be working on Wednesdays as well. Uh-oh, my friction pen is running out of ink. See if I can get it to go through the rest of the month. I don't know if I'll be working spring break. I think I most likely will, just because it's tax season and that kind of takes priority, plus we don't really have anything planned. So I'll maybe schedule a play date for my daughter with one of her friends that's in town too. Okay, so that is a good reminder. So the other thing is we have gymnastics, and I think while I'm here, I'll grab, so I have this pen that I carry with me that has all 05 inserts in it, or refills in it, and I switch out purple for the red one because I prefer to have purple for my color scheme in my color coding. And then this one I sometimes carry with me, but most of the time it stays in my office. It's a 3-color friction pen, and in here I have all 0.38 refills, so it's a finer tip, and it's kind of the same way. Like this blue is actually this more of an aqua or teal color blue, and so I'm gonna put my daughter's gymnastics, which sometimes I'll just put her stuff in the navy color, which is more of our family. I use navy for just anything family related, and purple is for me. Purple is personal. And then I'll switch back to this one in the navy just to remind myself it's trash day, or recycling day. And I'm gonna use, this is a dot marker, Kuretake dot marker from Zig Clean Color, and I think this came in a Jane's Agenda box. I'm looking for the color. I want to say this one's called, what is it called? Like cloud or smoke, or oh, here it is, light platinum. So I like having that for dots, and I'll put my two, one for trash, one for recycling. So this is trash, no. This is recycling. And this is trash. Okay, then Wednesday is when I'm going to add in working for Stephanie. And PSR, that's an easier day. Thursday is Stephanie. And my daughter has art club, so she'll be getting home a little bit later. Is that right? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong week. Oh yes, and then at noon, I have the director's roundtable, which is kind of a chance for us all to just share our wins, and maybe any of our challenges that we kind of need some tips or advice on how to deal with, and then also any new things that are up and coming that we want to talk about and kind of prepare for or brainstorm. So that'll be good. Yeah, then craft club, and then nothing on Friday. It's a normal day, so I'll work from home. nothing on Saturday, which I think that's right. It's throwing me off a little bit because the dates for March are the same as the dates for February. So February 8th, we had our spring February 1st was the catalog launch. February 8th was the 25th birthday of Jordan Essentials, but March 8th is nothing. So it's just that it's the 8th and it's throwing me off. And then on the 9th, oh, I already have down that I'm a Eucharistic minister and I have trash. Sorry. Okay, so I think that gives me enough to be ready to start off my week. So I'm going to pop this back in here. And then as the weekend goes on, I can work on filling out some more of my tracking pages. So I'll need to add my habit tracker for the month. And I'll kind of show you here so you can be reminded what I'm talking about. Find it in all my pages. Here we go. So I'll add in my monthly review page. I'll add in my habit tracker page. And I broke this down into health and wellness, personal, and home. And then I'll also add in my gratitude page. So maybe that could go on, oh, I think I'm off a little bit. Whoops. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay. This is where, wait a second. Where's my, there it is. Okay. Gosh, I got myself all discombobulated. So anyway, one of these sides will have my personal month. I'll probably do my personal month on this side of the page, and then on this back side I'll maybe do my gratitude, and then I'll just need to get an extra page, and I'll probably do like a front and back with my habit tracker on this side. So it'll be like this, and then I'll turn in the back side, we'll have my review, which will be more at the end of the month. So I think that will all work out good, and I might either share that on Instagram when I finish that setup, or you might just see it in my next Plan With Me video. So that's everything. I got my monthly page, not real fancy, but set up enough to where I can jump in and start using it tomorrow on the 1st. I will add myself a little note just to remind me. I think it's at 8 o'clock. Nancy's gonna launch. Whoops. I'm trying to write Nancy and launch together. Launch March. So she's gonna announce all the March specials, and it'll just be something for me to start sharing on all my social media pages too. So anyway, so that's set up, and then I also got my first week of March set up as well. So I'm feeling good that I have enough to jump in and start the day tomorrow. So hopefully that was exciting, or at least productive for you to join along with me and do a little planning. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know how things are going on your end. If you're feeling the same way, like we're all ready for some springtime fresh start energy as we start in the month of March. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button on your way out. I'm sending you my love and well wishes, and hoping you're having a good start to your month as we hit the ground running here in March. And I will see you again soon. Bye.